barely thought out productions. We're basically retards.
I had kind of gone over a little bit of something regarding the Jet Neptune stuff. So really what I had heard, which I mean, look at this. You guys know. I obviously fuck with Sam Hyde. I love MDE. I really support what they have going on over there, what they're doing, the things that they are creating, and just the fact that they've managed to persist through so much hatred and trying to not let them persist. But I heard to go to the fish tank. Just go to Fishtank Reddit. So we're just going to go to Fishtank.live. Oh man, Jet Neptune's fatherly advice, boys and girls. Austin 316. Alright guys, let's see what Jet Neptune has to advise. I do like the guy, alright? I'm not hating on the guy. I still don't know if any of this is real or not. I just keep seeing new stuff about it, so I'm covering it. Trying to stay like involved in the I guess like communities that I care about. I'm not really trying to talk about shit that I don't give a fuck about. I'm just talking about like stuff that either I'm in that community or the communities that interest me or even confuse me, you know. I'm just trying to talk about shit that I find interesting. I don't really give a fuck about anything else. There's so much happening in this world. Who really knows what's happening? So, let's see. My mom used to have sex in front of me all the time, she said.
When I was 18, I wanted to do film. I was in the same position you were. You don't really need college to do that. You're young. A lot of this can change. You can learn everything on YouTube. Yeah. Be careful in college. This is just a word of caution to the girls. Be wary of audience. Go for like a normal person who doesn't know Christian. That's my recommendation. Sorry.
Huh. I don't know. I think it's all for the show so far. Super rare fish coin bully. I don't really care about that. This is hilarious, guys. So you guys see that? Apparently Greta's fucking stacked, dude. Apparently she's got some gnarly titties on her. Jet finally got his own thread on the New Zealand Agricultural Forum. Jet Orion Neptune, Jet Moxley Goodson, Hack Bastard, Autistic Boys, Money Clan, World Corp Enterprises, Goran Rapistovic. Goran Rapistovic. So Jet Moxley Goodson, better known as Jet Orion Neptune, is a familiar name in the lowercase, I don't know what this is saying, internet, for his ties to Sam Hyde and MDE, most notably as the director and producer of the online reality show Fish Tank. In that role, he was entrusted with the major responsibility over the show's direction and overall state throughout its run. Over time, however, that trust eroded due to his repeated mistakes, refusal to take criticism, and abuse of power. When called out, Jet typically either tries to dodge accountability, hoping people forget, or lashes out in dramatic fashion. These patterns have worsened his standing in a community that has grown increasingly skeptical of him, ultimately earning him a dedicated thread here. This is the tale of our hardworking Croat, who let early success get over his head, and also, for reasons of his own, harbors an intense vitriolic hatred for certain New Zealand kiwi fruit cultivation farm. Jet, I would love to hit every kiwi farms user in the head with a wooden bat. So what the fuck is this saying? I don't even know what that was saying. That was funny, but on the New Zealand Agricultural Forum. Yo, there's a fucking fly in here, dudes. There's a fucking fly in here, mates. Shut up. Stay inside. No gas. No grooming. Jetty. I said fucking Jetty. Letty got cornrows. I've said it before and I'll fucking say it again. I hate when ratchet white girls get those stupid fucking Dave Franco braids from fucking Spring Breakers. It's just, for real, it's like, I hate that shit, but I don't have a problem with Letty, though. Yo, dudes, this fly's pissing me off, brothers. This fly, mate. Guys, Jet is a bad man. Very bad. Check out my neat post, guys, and be sure to drop some Reddit gold.
Facebook is a great place to find high schoolers. I like catching up. Find your...
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, nice slip up from Chris Lynch. What does this say? I fuck with Chris too, so shut up.
Facebook is a great place to find high schoolers. I like catching up. Find your high schoolers. Your high school. That's not what we would do.
That's wild. That's interesting. I wonder what that's about. People are just looking to find shit, dude. The Fishtank Reddit is probably the worst fan base of the show, easily. Definitely more so since season 3 and 4. They probably don't even check this anymore. Well, it's probably it's probably infiltrated by people who really don't like the show. Huh. Yeah, I love Fishtank, guys. If you guys haven't watched Fishtank, let's see, guys. I gotta bring this over here real quick. I gotta sign in. Shit. Alright, whatever. Well, I don't have my old account. I'll have to find out kind of what that's about. Fishtank is live. Alright, let's see. So this is Fishtank. Let's see what they're doing. Yo, this is actually gnarly as fuck. So is Jet not running anymore? The fuck? Hey, guess what, buddy? Fuck you. I don't give a fuck about what you're trying to say. What you're trying to sell to me, brother? Yo. But yeah, guys, this is that show. This is Fish Tank. I don't really know. Yo, this fly is gonna piss me off, brothers. Let's see what else is happening here. General Pop. Nah, shit. General Pop 2. Learn to rape. Jesus Christ, dude. This fan base is fun. Are they all just doing whatever that challenge is right now? Is it all just a bunch of dudes? Does anybody watching this know, is Jet still working on this? We can just watch, we can watch them sleep. That's fun, Mizzy. That's fun. We can watch Mizzy sleep, guys.
Right now is only SIG deliveries. Wait, they need like a list of positive and negative toys. Hey, Self. What's up, Whackpack? Whackpack Code 397.
This is crazy because this is fucking, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just watching somebody react to it. Damn, they got solitary confinement. Cell block. Can't see. Nah, okay, guys, sorry, I'm not. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm typing. I can type whatever I want into the TTS right now. I gotta buy tokens in order to send TTS, guys. But yeah, so that's Fish Tank. That's what Jet kind of created. So yeah, that's what Jet created. Where was I at with all of this? Did I fuck up? Nope, it's right here. Okay. Sam and some teenage girl. We're not gonna talk about that. That's fucked. Wildly curious how different things would be if the originally cast female contestant went on instead of Ellie. I believe I saw her mention on Twitter the reason she didn't make it onto the show is because she was held up at the border. I'm not saying the show would have gone on as long as seasons before, but I do know the events post season 4 would have been way different. They would have stayed at the house and Freddie would have won. Probably would have been a legit contestant that would have brought something to the house other than Goonerize. Yeah, Ellie is essentially the definition of non-tent. She was like the chubby girl from season 2. I can't bother to remember the name of. At least Seth had a redemption arc with Jerry. Knowing Jet, he probably couldn't groom her, so instead he picked Gisselnard Maxwelly. Jet would have fucked her. See what I'm saying? Imagine being Jet. You have your cast assembled, and your pedo dream girl sends you an application at the last minute. But you need to get rid of someone. And she just flew in from Europe. What do? But wait. Sam has connections in Customs and Border Patrol. One phone call. Oh no, Jet. They won't let me in the country. What am I gonna do? Too bad, so sad. I guess we'll have to find a replacement last minute. See, yo, this fly is pissing me off, boy. Sorry. But, so this is her X account. Considering how boring and coy she is on X, I would propose she'd have been equally as much non-tent as Ellie, if not worse. Alright, so this is this chick's Twitter account who was supposed to be a contestant, apparently. Let's see. Civilized Vifer? Two really pretty girls said hi to me. They turned around and said hi to me. Humph. I should have asked their names or followed them when they got up. Wow. I'm very tempted to post the audition video, but it's genuinely so retarded. In the video, I'm so giddy, awkward, and cringe. Well, I guess that's just the way I am. Alright, Eminem. It's the only way people will know you are who you say you are. True, but I don't understand why people wouldn't believe me. This frame of the video doesn't exist anywhere else, only in the... Just do it, come on. Not like they're bringing you back for Blood Game 6. Take that back. Okay, post the video and we've got a deal. Pretty please, since you asked so nicely, I promise you I'll think about it. Why'd you drop out, by the way? Do it, faggot. I was contemplating whether to post this or not, but I've kind of given up getting in again. A rogue. Wholesome moment. They all look like cutscenes from the cult classic psychological thrillers or horror movies. I'm always curious which collectible picture I'm going to get next. I get so envious when I see the fish are painting and drawing. I wanna draw with the fishies. Wow. Their face is killing me. Why nobody give a fuck? See, so yeah, they definitely had to have been, unless they're just trying to... I don't know what's going on with any of this, guys. I kind of think it's all fake. We live, brothers and sisters. Can I get a hell yeah, brother, in the chat? Alright. My live reaction when I hear Angie got her shit rocked out of her butt. Dude, this fly is gnarly. I drew Mid Pony Sona for... Alright. There would be no Rachel, so half the content on the season itself wouldn't be there. What do you mean no Rachel? That's who replaced her. Not true. Ellie was the replacement. That's the whole purpose of this post. Whoops. Alright, Jet Neptune, no Season 3 episodes, no word on Season 5. Production is really starting to prove iDubbbz right. Oh my god. Fuck iDubbbz. But let's check this out. And that's a funny-ass picture, but... Mr. President, a second jet has hit the towers. Thank fuck for Cucumber Fest. Cucumber Feet? Is that who the poster is? How to get eyebrows like this. You know, the more I hear about this jet fella, the less I care for him. I feel like the show might be gay. It's never been this over, but still Season 2 just finished coming out. How soon were you expecting 3? Also, what the fuck would iDubbbz be right about? All the problems here have nothing to do with Sam Barring. If you're calling for Jet and Ben's jobs, and he isn't acting on that. F word. You speak logic, yet it rages them. Reddit is a gay place. God damn it, boys. Am I around a bunch of gays? Am I in a fucking gays? Season 3 episodes. Do they even exist? For real, though, will there be season 3 episodes? Jet Epstein victims reveal they're compiling own list. You know what's funny? An actual island wouldn't make for a great next house because they wouldn't be swatted. I'm sorry that you were raped. Jeffrey Nepstein. Jet-free Nepstein. It's already over 470 people long. It should have been given this gay place turns into a typical Me Too cancel culture Redditor drama slop. I don't watch MDE or Fishtank to hear about how to engage in cancel culture, but here we are with all the IP2 and Kiwi Farms new gen fams. Yeah, I'm gonna upvote that one. It should have been me. It should have been me and not them. Fucking Sport 7525 says. For real though, dudes. I hope you guys are having a good time. I hope you're watching. I hope you guys are finding a way to pass the time until you do whatever other thing you're supposed to be doing. Hopefully the next thing you're supposed to be doing has more meaning than this thing, but maybe if you're watching this, it's for some reason got some meaning for you. I really probably got to like organize a little more. Right now I'm just kind of a little sloppy with it. So search Jet Neptune. Jet Neptune is a pedophile? Oh, God. You can use this in your next episode of AFK. Little girl, maybe 13, talks about daddy's cummies. Give me your cummies. I did this 4,000 times and I wish I was dead. Credit to the original cummies girl or whatever. For Zoomers or Alphas or not very online people, Common Filth was a guy who made videos about cultural decay in the mid-2010s. This tweet is likely Jet pointing CF to a fucked up video to show how the internet/porn is corrupting the youth. I found an archive channel of his stuff if you want to get a feel for it. Alright, fuck it. Let's see, guys. I honestly kind of fuck with this shit. Maybe it will change. Maybe we're going to change the name of the stream, boys. If there's any girls watching, that's wild. Although I think I've only ever had a lady watching, which is fucking crazy. Sorry, guys. All right. Sorry, guys. Got a couple things to do real quick. if you are watching, go check out my other shit, dudes. I got some new clips up on the YouTube. I'll be posting a new one tomorrow. But all right, guys. So let's see. There's a few things that I gotta get on. So now this is common filth, guys. This is whatever the fuck it is that What was that post again now? Hack Blastered. Posh Glock. Let's see. Calm Our Cry Club. Retweet for your chance to win. Abandoning this account. Go follow Hack Blastered. I moved there. See you there, squad. Purchasing a 11K follower Twitter account. We'll be moving over to that. At low key sighting DM. I will buy. Low key sighing. When are you gonna make more music? I'm waiting on you. Was looking forward to retweeting angry liberals from my high school, like the very upset. What a mess. Tweet me, all whites are obsessed with anuses and assholes. That's true. Give them the secret alt-right handshake, jerk them off. This was fucking 9 years ago. Young Lean remembered he had Twitter again. Where's my queen when I need her? Homeless niggas like me shitpost with that ThinkPad on McDonald's Wi-Fi. Trust me, guys, if I had received vaccines as a kid, I'd be transitioning right now. Don't vex. I swear I just heard something gnarly. Don't vaccinate your kids, guys. Don't do it. Dude, he was on this shit way back then. You think your buddy's just... Okay, so then let's check out his other one. I honestly, again, I think this shit's hilarious, so... Old dude's always hanging out at my house. What the fuck? Single taken at the gym. Nothing worse than a really tall mother. I'm a twisted angel, and if you disagree, you're just a demon I'm built to destroy. Retweet. Stay away from my Cersei. Stay away from my Cersei. I know people start rapping, but do they ever stop? Stay away from my Cersei. Who? Did I fuck your sister or something? Account suspended? Damn, dudes. So all we really can do is scroll. You know what the fuck was... What was Jet Neptune's first post, guys? I can't... We did it. I love you all. Keep sucking that big dick, baby. That's hilarious. Society crumbles. TV. Babysit your kids. Watch the screen, Joey. Don't look outside at the public transportation. The future of humor is ironically advertising for businesses completely voluntarily without any compensation. Posting promo codes and shit. Dude, that was back in 2016. So, sorry, guys. I don't even know. Let's see. We're right back here. So, Common Filth Archive. Common Filth's BitChute channel can be found in the description below.
There's a genre of YouTube videos out there, and these videos are of people talking about living in their cars. A lot of people found out about this recently because they started appearing in related videos, recommended videos on the side and on the front page of YouTube. And the one that got my attention was from somebody who calls herself Hobo Alley. That's the name of her YouTube channel. And I saw somebody make a video about this as why is operations by the U.S. during the Iraq War. It is not described as being a religious power or institution, but as a nation that has enormous economic power and appeal. America is very similar to ancient Babylon on many levels. Just as Mystery Babylon is said to be carried by the beast, so too is America's reign being held up by the current technological banking system from which a centralized artificially intelligent entity will govern and one day replace the United States. Concluding thoughts. The Bible is full of prophetic warnings. Read it for yourself to see if these things are true. Prophetic themes repeat throughout history, reaching their full development and climax at some future point. This is referred to as progressive fulfillment. Technology and society still have a way to go before these things are possible. However, we are rapidly accelerating towards these events. Now, you might disagree with the conclusions, but the facts of the matter, we are rapidly accelerating towards these events. That's not opinion. You could observe that easily. Now, whether these events lead us to full-blown apocalypse and
When was this shot?
or they subjugate humanity in a more minor way, only time can tell. Time, while we're on the subject, has proven me to be correct. Because a long time ago, I said that the acceptance and proliferation of gay rights and the normalization of homosexual behavior in society will lead to pederast acceptance. This has been a very popular request for me to do in the last couple of days here, in the last day rather, because this is published January 2nd, 2017.
2017.
Brace yourself here. Cracked.com, written by an anonymous contributor. 5 things I learned from being addicted to child porn. And you can find this on the archive, archive.is at archive.is/lowercase UDS, uppercase H, lowercase s. It's no secret that homosexuality, gay rights go hand in hand with pederasty. After all, the fundament of the gay rights movement, its charter, called for the abolition of age of consent laws. And that's the part of that manifesto, that charter, which formed my very correct assessment on the matter. All right, that's all they want. They want access to your children. Why else would they want to be Boy Scout leaders? Think of the inverse. Would you feel comfortable with a grown-ass man taking a bunch of 13-year-old girls by himself, alone in the woods?
Like, are you that? Don't be that stupid. But there are people stupid enough to believe that homosexuals who take an interest in classic traditional European culture aren't just using white people because white people are the only ones who are stupid enough to keep their age of consent laws so low and stupid enough to let their children be alone with these people. That's the whole reason why. And nobody wants to say that. Like they go, they're based homos. They're help us. No, they're helping themselves. They don't give a fuck about your culture. The only thing they give a fuck about is keeping you oblivious to what they really want, which is, well, something similar to what's featured on cracked.com here. The anonymous contributor who learned 5 things from being addicted to child porn.
And that shit's fucked, dude.
The contributor says the difference between pedophilia and child molestation is a conversation that absolutely nobody wants to have. It's depressing enough to contemplate people being sexually attracted to children without getting into which model of windowless van they prefer. But they say knowledge is power, so let's power up. A pedophile is someone who's attracted to prepubescent children, while a child molester is someone who sexually abuses them. Although not every pedophile will molest a child, most of them look at child pornography, which obviously hurts the children forced to participate in it. Unfortunately, demand is high. To understand this problem better, we reached out to one of the consumers. We spoke to Charlie, who's been arrested twice for possession of child pornography. He's not looking for sympathy or trying to play the victim. He told us, "No, you are. You're giving him a voice. You're learning his perspective instead of just locking him up or castrating him." Everybody involved in the process of creating this article needs to have a millstone hung around their neck. He says, I was 12 years old when I first looked into child pornography, Charlie explained.
All right, guys.
First, it was adult pornography. Shortly after, I started looking at more and more porn. It kind of fell into the little black hole in the internet, which eventually led to taboo porn, BDSM domination, etc., which led to incest porn. Finally, while clicking around the many sites dedicated to incest porn, I found a link to a chat room. I was a kid in a chat room with a bunch of adults. I did not try to hide my age on there either. Occasionally, the users would post child porn and no one would make a big deal about it until they found out they actually had an actual child in their midst. Oh, they freaked out, but not in the way you'd hope. Charlie received many messages in that chat room, often accompanied by pornographic images of kids. These pictures were of kids my age, Charlie told us. There wasn't anything wrong with me looking at this stuff, right? And that's exactly what the people in the chat would assure me of. They'd say things like, it's normal to look at these pictures. A lot of people do. They just don't talk about it. This is grooming, befriending a child and teaching them about sex like you're simply a pal and educator, right up until you demonstrate it to them in person. Doesn't that sound awfully familiar to what a certain Breitbart employee experienced? Or maybe, I don't know, I won't go there, but you know. For consuming child pornography can be like an addiction. While reading the confessions of professed pedophiles, which is not a fun hobby we would recommend, you start to notice that many of them talk about addiction. One anonymous pedophile said, I'm attracted to boys between 7 and 12. I'm addicted to porn, videos, photos, and drawings.
This shit's fucked up.
I erase everything I have on my computer. I go to dating sites. I try to be normal, but it never lasts. I crack again. I re-download and spend sometimes the whole night looking at this porn files on my PC. Charlie says, when I was 15, I moved from Florida to Washington. It was here when I would say that I got addicted to child porn. Many forms of addiction apparently develop much in the same way.
Where the fuck is this guy finding this at?
Anger and depression.
This is a thought I had not long ago after reading Theodore Kaczynski.
I isolated myself. I spent probably 7 hours a day looking at porn at the peak of my addiction. So like any other 15-year-old with an internet connection, but in Charlie's case, he was watching child porn. But then Charlie was considerably older than the kids in his pornography of choice, which made it harder for him to justify watching it. That's when he entered the bargaining stage. He said, I set deadlines for myself. One was when I have sex, then I'll stop. Like if I had sex with a girl my age, and I'd magically be cured of this addiction. Then of course I entered into a sexual relationship with a girl my age, and I still didn't stop. Then it became when I turned 18, I would stop. This never happened, obviously. Eventually, Charlie started hating himself so much that he literally could not look at himself in the mirror. Or he said, literally could not look at myself in the mirror. I was disgusted with myself because I knew that what I was doing was wrong. And yet he couldn't stop. Yes, which is why you need to stop these people on their behalf. This is why you need to castrate them. Or put them in jail. Or whatever. Lock them up, get them away from society. It's that simple. Yeah, once you say that, well, you know, we got to try to it's not. You got to lock them up. You got to get them away from people. You have to get them away from people. You must remove these predators away from those they could potentially harm. Continuing with the article, says, yeah, you couldn't stop. Remember, calling child porn an addiction doesn't justify it. It only helps us understand the problem better, and it may even help us find a way to stop non-offending pedophiles from ditching that vital prefix. They're all offending, like you said, at the beginning of the article here. This article, whoever wrote it, says although not every pedophile will molest a child, most of them look at child pornography, which obviously hurts the children forced to participate in it. Well, even that attitude is going away because of our society's cavalier attitude towards sex. They think it's just fun. And it's just like a bowel movement. It's no more impactful than a bowel movement. Our culture's cavalier attitude towards sex says, well, as long as you consent, then everything's magically fine. Okay, so people have this mindset that consent makes everything fine, but they don't consent to the psychological impacts of what they do to themselves. So they cry rape, shave the sides of their head, dye their hair weird colors. This is in the case of women. And they'll claim, oh, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. They live in denial. They live in denial of what they've done to themselves. And they have no idea why they are the way they are because of this denial. They feel the effects of the sexual impropriety by which they've lived, and their basket cases as a...
Maybe I gotta cut my hair, guys. What do you think?
It's no big deal.
I keep fucking with it.
Everybody says, no big deal, no big deal. No big deal that you sleep around. No big deal. Becomes, oh, it's no big deal if you love, you know, the Anglo definition of love. You know what that is. They say it's no big deal if you love on the same sex, commit abominations with the same sex, and that is now becoming this. It's no big deal that kids express their sexuality. This is where we are headed. This is undeniable. What your culture believes is what your culture teaches. And our culture believes that everything's equal, no matter how disgusting, vile, and abominable. What you do is, as long as you're okay with it, then it's fine. Our culture teaches the younger generation that everything is equal. That every behavior is equal.
Sorry, dudes. I had to fix that.
And it should not be a shock to anybody that this is where we've ended up. Normalizing honesty. Normalizing pedophilia. To addicts, even prison is not a deterrent. That's the part 3 of this article of the 5 things.
Alright, so I don't know how I got there. Oh, based on this post. Little girl, maybe 13, talks about... So, notice when this was posted. AFK. What was his AFK series? What? Okay. That was my own thing. I'm like, bro, I don't care about this. So we'll start a new chat.
Whatever. So it's number 3 to addicts, even per...
That shit's fucking gnarly. So anyways. Oh man, I remember writing into this guy's show a few times myself, and then he started Raj posting and said that the Orlando Massacre and Westboro Baptist were good things, so I started paying attention to it less. Why is there a video of the girl doing Jet Neptune cosplay called Hack Blasted Cosplay hashtag Money Clan that's unlisted and linked via Jet's R9K? Why did Jet have obvious communication with this girl? Even with your explanation, naturally there will still be droves of schizo posts about this, unfortunately. So, I'm telling you guys, right? So far, I don't think, so that's actually a basic requirement for joining MDE. Minor dating experience never dies. LOL, new nickname coined. Yeah, he sampled child porn in some of his stuff, apparently. Yo, what the fuck? Ben from production also bought Josie blades on Throne while posting extreme self-harm in her 4chan thread and talking about Cutter Twitter girls who committed suicide. Ben from production also bought Josie blades on Throne. Throne? The wish list for creators. While posting extreme self-harm in her 4chan thread and talking about Cutter Twitter girls who committed suicide. Is it bad that I don't know what I think of that? Isn't it weird how many times Sam Hyde has been associated with pedophiles? It's a bit... Alright, we're not talking about Sam, dude. Why do you guys keep trying to draw Sam into this shit? Well, no wonder we haven't heard a peep from him. How old is Jet? Isn't he like 25 to 26? If he was making comments like these when he was underage, it certainly doesn't look good, but it's something I personally wouldn't hold against him. Everyone was retarded at some stage. He would have been a teenager posting this, only 5 years older than the girl he's supposedly talking about. Some of y'all parents have a bigger age gap. For real. Straight up. My parents have that same age gap, but... Okay, so... Jet Neptune spotted taking Season 4 fish on lunch date. You can't make this shit up. And I met Ellie and drank and Jet, but he said not to post him. Yeah, I bet he had a lot of fun that day. No, I'm joking, Jet. The allegations will never go away. Grooming and sexually abusing females. Contestants curious? The fuck is this? Oh, God. Oh, God. Where are we going? Oh! Yeah, Bex kept calling me a slut when she was booking my flight, which rubbed me the wrong way, but she cool at the end of the day, and I was a slut for that. So what the fuck, what? Why? Was it a joke? Yeah, slut gang, like what she say. Slut gang, lol. It was a joke, but like, I didn't want anyone to find out even though everyone already knew. Did you actually fuck with Jet or something? We like to say movies and he's fun to talk to, so it would have been fun anyway. He was bald. OMG, bald boss baby sex. Yeah, literally the blackface blowjob pic without the blackface. Was his PP big or small or medium? It was big to me because Isaac's is small. If anything, I think Jet wants me in Abby as a package deal, though. I mean, they liked us, and yeah, probably he a Jew. Ugh, I already talked about this, I think. He is gross sometimes. Do you think they actually like me? And explain. Gross pervert. Yeah, I literally cheated on my boyfriend for a week, so it's fine, but, like, I'm into Jet. But he wants to threesome with me and Abby. Jet's teeth are fucking nasty. I got a lot of Jet lore, though. He got baby teeth, do tell. His days as a pizza delivery driver and foster kid going to weird Baptist churches that were secretly meth rings where the pastor tried to adopt him so he could dedicate his talents to the Lord. Then Sam came along and did it when he got older. That's so cute. That's the best anecdote he told it. Better than me. I don't remember the deets, but he's led an interesting life. Whippets actually made me stupid. Me too, Claire. Me fucking too. Whippets are like legit tard shit. He fucking passed out hard in his kitchen. Yeah, I regret it. Peer pressure. Fuck the world, though. I've done it a few times, but, like, I can't imagine regularly. Yeah, Jet said he only does it, like, once a year. He thinks I'm stupid or something. He a liar for sure. Big fat boss baby liar. I saw so many Nitro mini things. Chris had the big boys in the kitchen cabinets. They have so many weird, scary looking friends. Alright, so that's interesting, right, guys? I guess I don't really know what this is about. Let's see what next is. Nothing. So, grooming and sexually abusing female contestants. Curious? Click there. Yo, what the fuck? New ones won't stop either, apparently. Glad that Jet is already doing tours for future sets and not being weird with female contestants again. Just a promise, we're full speed ahead on this. Nah, he's a good boy. We all know that. He wouldn't do anything to jeopardize the entire show that's kept his basement full of galaxy gas and previous female contestants. The entire... That's not looking good for our boy. It's not looking good. It's not looking good right there. That's funny as fuck. How do I get out of this, though? How do I get this picture of Jet off my screen? Alright. Bro is gaining some of Fatty's weight. He's definitely stress eating. Probably gained about 30 pounds. Jet Nep groomed. Jet said not to post him, lol. So it's Jet hanging out with Ellie and Drench. He is free to do what he wants. However, it's incredibly weird that he casts girls he finds attractive, then tries to fuck them once season is over every time. You do know the allegations, Jet, right? This isn't just hanging out. This is predatory behavior. She needs to go home. Did you read the last half of my comment? I'm aware that he does, and I agree with you. You think that's weird? You must not know much about Hollywood. Unfortunately, this kind of thing has been something that happens nonstop all the time for a very long time. It's weird when it happens in Hollywood and when it happens on small-time shows. Might even be weirder for Fishtank, given the nature of the show and the crew that produces it. Given the nature of them, are you retarded? I don't know. So I'm not here for anything other than just, like, to speak my own mind, speak my own shit. I've been going for an hour 20. I'll probably go for about another 40. Won't all be on this, but we'll get into it. Girls are hot. And if you're single and then you're looking for people online that are going to be willing to, like, put themselves into weird situations like Fishtank in general, they're probably going to end up also be slightly varying, like, the edge of sex worker type of bit, which, hey, consent still matters, whatever. But if that's what you say you do for your job, or if that's what anything is, if you do stuff, I don't think... I don't know, man. I don't know what I think. I just definitely don't know. We'll figure out more of this as it comes. I'm just here for the story. But I don't think that, like, trying to hit on slutty girls is a problem. I'm going to say it right there. I don't think trying to hit on sluts is a problem. I'm not saying these girls are sluts, but I'm just saying I don't think it's a problem. If you're hot and it's 2025 and you're young and single, you're probably kind of a slut. I hate to say it. Guys. You're probably kind of a slut. Damn, it all makes sense. The only way Jet can get women to interact with him is by casting them in Fishtank, so he ended the season a month early so we can hang out with them off the air. Probably also kicked Jen out because he wanted his little grooming victims not to be defiled by another man. Jin stole his bit. So, yeah, anyways, you girls wanting a galaxy gas? Jet is weird. Whole crew is sus around women TBH. Negative aura. It's very cringe. Yeah, isn't great. For real, except for Ben. They need a chick on staff. But then they'd be weird to her, too. Should have hired Rachel. He hasn't seen the Ben DMs. Where would one find said DMs? Oh, shit. What is this? Ben W. Bush? Ah, well, I'll be having you out for a lot of sex, but we will still kick it. Good, because I want to get to know you too. Oh, you will. I already know you're goofy as fuck. I'm a hot shot. I like the confidence. I'm usually that way too. You're intimidating and it's hot. You're mad sexy. Oh, I know. I just keep myself humble with the shitty camera. I bet you taste bomb. My hair used to be long. What is this saying, dude? They were sexting and it got leaked? Like, I'm fucking confused, dude. I'm fucking confused. I bet you taste bomb. Reading Ben's voice is insane, lol. Gay Ben wasn't actually gay? Ah, we'll be having you out for a lot of sex. But we will still kick it. This is nothing, question mark. This is normal sexting. For real. I mean, I guess kind of cringe. I've never been this forward with women I'm trying to bang, but to each their own. Well, he has El Riz, Elma. I bet you taste bomb, but, like, it isn't that crazy forward. For real. What did I say? This is just fucking sexting. Bro is a ladies' man. Wow, terrible people flirting over text. She's clearly into it. For real. There's nothing scarier to a fish tank fan than the idea of a straight man. It's a gay show for a gay fags. No, I'm joking. A gay audience, and we love it. Still funny. Come on, I bet you taste bomb is cringe game to say to a girl. Let's be for real. It is cringe. It's like the same as, what did Lil Xan say? Fucking, and her pussies taste like Skittles. Yeah, right? Yeah, so. Letty is that. That explains why Letty went for Ellie immediately. You say this as a joke, but I think it's actually the case. All her weird paraphilia. Oh, God, dude. Sorry. This isn't. Ingratiates her with the Wiggers. Her pressing the 18-year-old who claims she's asexual due to childhood trauma about how it's normal and good to have rape fantasies was just weird. I believe it, especially after what happened with Abby. She hung out with Letty, then around the same time went on some LA drug and drinking trip with Shady and some dude named Van. After this, she now lives with some fish tank orbiter boyfriend and then posts weird shit and changed her whole look physically. Ellie is a sad case too. Her mom, dad not in the picture, child modeling, then growing up on the internet. Just all recipes for disaster. Don't touch my pee-pee. Abby is a legit drug addict weirdo now. Teeth falling out and shit. Who is Abby? After Jet got tired of fucking with Abby and dealing with her according to Claire, Letty told Abby she could make her feel good, and afterwards Abby said she felt she was taken advantage of by Letty sexually. And Letty rolls with New York / LA people who literally had like prostitutes on ADL and stuff, but that is too much lore for you guys. You won't believe it. What? New York / LA. Theo Circle, Hadrian Beloved, Curtis Yarvin, Red Scare shit. Hadrian Beloved has a BDSM sex slave, Mary, who went on John's Fish Tank spinoff ADL. He also apparently funded Extreme Peace partially, according to Nick Fuentes. Sadly, I haven't found a better source. Sadly, according to my boy Nick, he also funded that The Feeling When No GF R9K documentary and some Alex Jones one. Conspiracy take is they are all basically the wing of intel agencies trying to control the whole online right-wing culture thing. Thiel openly financing it and pushing the Andro surveillance state stuff. Blicky and a couple other people who have come on here also from that. Frank Hassel's fat friend as well. The whole circle is total sex freak perverts. Our society is sex freak perverts, dude. They're all trans faggots. They are all... That's our culture. And then you're trying to say that these people are sex perverts. But really, every American society is sexually perverted. As well as intel agency related stuff who have drug parties. If you want to see the funniest humiliation ritual, check out the video of Sam Hyde and OnlyFans fashion show. The Red Scare Girls are also there, and Bex from season 2 was the DJ. Pretty weird Sam is at an OnlyFans fashion show sponsored by Hugh Hefner, isn't it? I don't know. Is it?
This week of collaborating with OnlyFans, so come take a look at our process. How high are the stakes for you? Trying to knock a million balls out of a totally different park. My personal success has like come so quickly. Like the brand is only like 5 shows old. 6:15. Our show starts at 6:30. The girls are just coming out of hair and makeup, but it's not a hair and makeup show. It's a fashion show.
Wait a second. Where was Sam at?
Guys, Elena Velez here, and we are here because it is New York Fashion Week, and I have the pleasure this week of collaborating with OnlyFans, so come take a look at our process. How high are the stakes for you? Trying to knock a million balls out of a totally different park.
Yo, what the fuck, legit? Why is Sam there? That has to be him, right? That's crazy. That has to be him. I mean, it looks like him. Was that in this?
Elena Velez here, and we are here because it is New York Fashion Week, and I have the pleasure of
Am I just blind?
with OnlyFans, so
That is
take a
him.
look at our process. How high
That's
are the
him.
stakes for you? Trying to knock a
Did you guys see that?
higher the stakes for you. Trying to look at OnlyFans.
Right there.
So come take a look at our process.
That's got to be him. So, let's see. All right, dudes. Real quick before we continue on with this. Quick pee break. I'll BRB. All right, guys, I'm back. So where are we at right now? Let's see. Right here. What the fuck is Sam doing here? Sam filmed with no cap on God during Fashion Week. Okay.
Do you have a lot of viewers?
Like in the tens for sure.
10,000?
No, just in the tens.
In the tens? Okay.
Sometimes in the hundred too.
That guy's rich. Forget him on camera. He's rich.
What do you think about Rick?
I called it. This guy's rich too. You can tell because he doesn't have a tie on. The tie is a slave mentality. The real rich guys don't wear ties. That's how you can tell.
What do you think's going on with rich people right now?
He made his money in medjool dates.
What do you think about rich people right now?
I think they're at the top of the world. They're great.
Yo, that dude's not gay. Yo, that dude's for real not gay. That shit's crazy. But that was... Yo, what the fuck? Legit. Beck's on the right. Producer for season 2. Lots of pics / him. I assume it has to do with extreme peace funding. They initially got like 1.2 mil, but Nick said on the podcast they spent 3.3. He had to bend the knee and do some weird humiliation rituals. You have no idea how long I've been looking for this pic. I had honestly convinced myself that I had just dreamed about it. I only understand like 10% of what you're saying, but I like reading it, so say more, please, and thanks. Have you heard of Basilian Thought on Twitter? He had to close his account due to getting doxxed by the BAP Thiel network. By the BAP Thiel, but he made similar points you're making here. It is all very shady. The average Lumen proletariat hide watcher prob doesn't care. But it's interesting to see red threads connecting these freaks. Lumen proletariat? What the fuck does that mean? Lumen proletariat definition. The unorganized and unpolitical low orders of society who are not interested in revolutionary advancement. That is good. Dude, that guy's smart. So whoever wrote that, thank you. You just educated me. Where is it? You just educated me, Reddit user Cummy Yogurt? Reddit user Cummy Yogurt fucking just educated me. Damn, dude, they're very active. I don't do shit on this shit. Real? That's not even... I don't even think this is my Reddit. Huh. Alright, Cummy Yogurt. I fuck with you, dude. I fuck with you, Cummy Yogurt. Okay, so what does he say? Right? Yeah, the average Lumen proletariat hide watcher probably doesn't care, but it's interesting to see the red lines connecting all these freaks. So, what? So, example of the Lumen proletariat in Marxist thought include the unemployed, homeless vagrants, criminals, discharged soldiers, and sex workers, essentially the social scum or dangerous class who live outside the defined structure of the working class proletariat and lack stable employment or a definite trait. That's funny, and I love that. So, what is the dangerous class? The social scum, that passively rotting mass thrown off. Oh, dude. I actually really like that. However, prepare the passively rotting mass thrown off by the lowest layers of this old society may here and there be swept into the movement by a proletarian revolution. So what does this stuff have to do with a lumpenprole? I definitely hope that most Sam viewers aren't that, but I feel like most of them could be young-ish.
Okay. I see you.
This is insane. I mean, these people have to be unemployed. That's the only way they can make it there, right? I'm gonna keep that one up for some reason, and that one, that's something I want to remember. I saw. What am I? That's retarded. Fuck you. What is this shit too? Am I just getting a bunch of fucking ads? No, that I opened up. And that. Fuck that. Call me yogurt. Shout you out. Alright though, let's keep going. So that was really good. I just had to learn a little bit from. Check it out if you feel like it. I only understand. Boom, boom, boom. I'll upvote that one. Yeah, I stumbled on him kind of late into it and talked with him about this stuff, and we basically confirmed what each other found coming into different directions. Please drop all known lore. For real, dude. I don't even know where I'm at anymore. I'm just having fun, dude. The Ramelia, Charlie Fang, Milady side of that is the most fucked up, in my opinion. That founder started freaky Discord cults manipulating teenage girls to get eating disorders and carve his name into their skin. Yo, where am I going? Or his 4chan lane suicide cult, which actually got a 17-year-old to commit suicide. The way the Milady NFT people behave on Twitter is really culty and weird too. Alright, well, I don't like you guys trying to figure out what my search is. The fuck is Milady? Shut up, dude. What the fuck am I looking at right now? That is weird. Free mint on ETH, Milady Deriv, got a huge allocation. So it's just some weird Yeah, these are weird people. Yeah, these are weird people, dude. I'm following this person? The sex offender? Am I really following this person? Who the fuck is this? I don't know. I don't know what kind of that is, but what was that post even about? The nuts, oh, hold on. The NFTs, to hold on chain, BTC, ETH, SOL. These are the keys to being early to NFT season. But don't trust me, I'm just a genius. That is kind of dope. We'll be doing buybacks, buying my lady, and more soon. This one, I honestly fuck with that shit. I might try to rip that off, dude. So we might have a BTO shirt like that soon. That's very much like that. I'm just gonna say it. We might have that. Look up this. So we want that. We want that. Let's just post it on Twitter. Yo, I'm high as fuck, brothers. Sorry, I text my lady. I promised I'll light fireworks with you one day under new management. What is this? The Cali ACC likewise is not and will never be a successful opponent. Blood sacrificed of self-intended to usher in the revolutionary singularity is just... This is just an excuse to rationalize submission. They mouth on about Nietzschean vitalism while erring the same way he did. Who is this? Pinball Wizard. You're weird, bro. What am I looking at? Meanwhile, Frederick Mers to AFD candidates. Dude, I'm finding some strange parts of the internet. I'm glad I am, but we got a German here who wants to die for his country. Oblige him. That movie's fantastic. Curse of Ra. Mass neo-Nazi 80-year-old running in local elections. What the fuck? That founder, so... Okay, Kali Yuga Accelerationism is an internet-based esoteric white supremacist group that has been linked to harmful behaviors, including the promotion of self-harm and suicide. It is not a traditional suicide cult with a planned mass suicide event, but has been connected to online suicide promotion circles. Okay, so we're going to open these up to you. I don't even know where we're going anymore. So we're going to say... How did I even get here? Somehow to do with this? Peter Thiel, Kalioko. Right? What does this say? Where is that at? Is that what that is? Is that what I'm copying? Kaliak. Okay, so where is this shit at? What the fuck else? Alright, guys, sorry. Yo, I'm high as fuck, dudes. If you're in the chat, say what's up. Drop a follow. I love you guys, dudes. I'm just fucking around. I'm just out here on a motherfucking Friday night doing internet deep dives, dude. You got anything? You got anything I should deep dive? Because I am going down a motherfucking rabbit hole right now, dude. So, I love you guys, though, for real, straight up, bro. I'm chilling, drinking beers, smoking some weed, bro. It's Friday. It's 11:14. Tomorrow, I'm going to a baseball game. It'll be my first professional baseball game I've ever been to, so that'll be fun. I'd like to go to a football game soon here, too. But let's see. So, Kaliak blends Hindu-inspired esotericism with neo-fascist ideas. I got fucking the Hindu tattoo right there, if you see it. Damn, I was just kicking the camera. But, the Kali Yuga is a Hindu concept of a dark age of conflict and decay. That's where we're at. The group applies this the group applies this idea to contemporary society, which they believe is a corrupt and degenerate. Me too. Accelerationism is the belief that this collapse must be hastened to provoke a new beginning. That's kind of retarded, but who knows, dude. That's what the Jews are doing, too. That's what everybody's doing. That's what everybody's doing, dude. Links to suicide cults and grooming. In addition to promoting white supremacist views, Kaliak has been associated with more explicit harm. System Space, a key figure in Kaliak, was connected to an online group called System Space, which is described as either a trolling operation that promoted suicide or a genuine suicide cult. I'm guaranteeing it's the trolling one, which is probably, I don't know if trolling, I don't know. So System Space. Oh wait, we're not getting away from this one. I'm retarded. So Joni Mitchell. I'm gonna actually save that. Has anyone heard anything about this System Space cult? Is it an actual suicide cult or just another 4chan hoax using a throwaway, since I know 4chaners like to dox people? I was watching the latest video from a YouTuber I follow, and he did a review of a strange anime-ish cult called System Space. I checked out the website and noticed there was a message board. I clicked on it and it looks exactly like 4chan's, even down to okay. There goes for me too, brother.
What if I told you that we were all living in some type of system, and very soon our current system would end, requiring us to migrate into another one? It would sound kinda crazy, right? Well, that is exactly what SystemSpace.link is claiming. The website itself is pretty strange. You have to agree to their
Are you even talking right now, dude? Alright, guys, sorry. I'm getting a little too silent, getting carried away, and looking at some gnarly ass shit. I can't find the shit I'm looking for, as always. And this just isn't even playing for some reason, and I'd like to know why. I'd really like to know why. I thought I had that figured out. Apparently not. It should just be playing. Yeah. That shit should just be playing, dudes. That shit should just be playing. Damn, dudes. I'm high as hell. I thought I heard some gnarly shit. Alright, though. Let's keep going. That's where we're at. I've had a few Discord buddies already sign up for this, but I don't want them or anyone to kill themselves after July. This was 8 years ago. I'd be curious what you/Facets thinks about this. Very possible it's just a joke community. Also very possible it's a feeler. By feeler, I mean a group put out there by the leaders to test responses. Worst case, it doesn't work, and it's just something fun to pass the time with or to learn from mistakes made. Best case, they garner a lot of loyal followers who truly believe it, and they make a lot of money. The 1 July date is interesting because, see, I wish this would have worked for me to watch, but. So back to System Space. That's where I looked up System Space suicide call, not just System Space. It's got to verify I'm a human. Because Facebook users, liberal Facebook users, think that I am a bot when I don't agree with their Facebook posts. So this needs to make sure I'm not a bot as well. I don't know why this site would be botted, but you're too late. The website's countdown was over months ago, and if you didn't sign up, your soul will be lost to oblivion in about 150 years. But if you were one of the almost 5,000 folks who managed to do it in time, congratulations. Upon death, you will be sent to a new simulation or system called LFE, where each and every soul more important than anything, and where everyone is a god, and let's not forget the magic. What the fuck is this? This all began early 2017 when a user who came to call himself Suki posted on subreddit Maladeth daydreaming that he had to die before the 28th of August because his doing so would activate the end of life. Not life is in that which moves our bodies and operates our brains, but life, the simulation or system in which our universe resides. This continued on to other websites, particularly R9K on 4chan, and soon a compilation of all of Suki's claims came together on GitHub to be called the... Bro, dude, these people are all just schizophrenic, bro. Or just like on a bunch of acid and whippets, and just the ability to somehow type and just not get out of that hole, but... That's crazy if you can, like, I mean, I guess it makes sense when I think about what I was doing when I was on all that shit. If I had been able to formulate it into words and, like, post it on a thing, I probably could have done good, too. LFE exists beyond life as a strange cyberpunk-esque afterlife, which has vast oceans of species and cultures united by a language which is, according to Suki, very similar to Japanese. Yeah, it would be. If you work at it, you can even become a superhero. Bro, what the fuck? So what does that have to do with... Vice did something on it? Hey, yo, dudes. Vice did something on this? Okay, so this is where it gets. In January 2017, a mysterious 4chaner named Suki started a cult that promised to take members to a cyberpunk paradise. The only catch was that they had to die to get there. As with all instances of internet creepypasta, it's hard to tell if Suki is really an anime suicide call, a 4chan prank, or just a harmless game of make-believe. Past decade, 4chan has served as a digital tide pool for subcultures, forming them in the safety of internet anonymity before they appear fully mobilized in meat space. From anonymous to alt-right, the power these groups exert over the political landscape has been felt the world over. It's been felt the world over, guys. But in the past year, a new 4chan community has emerged that less resembles a social movement than it does Heaven's Gate. The UFO cult, whose mass suicide made headlines around the world in 1997. Okay. System Space, an internet religion led by Suki, promises some almost 5,000 followers or migrants that they'll be transported to a cyberpunk Elysium after death. Called an anime suicide cult in an attempt by 4chan to troll people into suicide on Reddit, System Space has been the subject of many YouTube conspiracies. Bro, I don't know how I didn't even know about this shit. Claimed to have the ability to transfer registrant souls to a superior dimension called LFE if they signed up. Before that, when I asked System Space members in their Discord chat what they pictured when they imagined LFE, one member of ours said the cyberpunk dimension is like a futuristic Tokyo. Think the world of Ghost in the Shell, another migrant 4858. Picture LFE as massive sprawling cities with beautiful views. It seems that, as with most religions, System Space's appeal springs from its promise of an afterlife. Visions of paradise throughout the ages have always reflected people's needs. At the time the stories of Abrahamic religions took shape, people were primarily concerned with disease and starvation, so heaven promised to an end to both. LFE then can be taught, bro, so you just don't believe in God. Would you guys have guessed that Vice doesn't believe in God? Suki promises that in his sprawling techno... Okay, so... that several migrants were rumored to have killed themselves in order to transcend to LFE. I mean, it's up to them. I wouldn't stop any of them since LFE is waiting on the other side. Okay, so that's very interesting. That's very, very interesting. I got way too sidetracked. Yo, I think this dude's trying to hit on me or something. I don't know. And I'm not gay, so I don't know what the fuck he keeps hitting me up for, but it's weird. I'm gonna hit him up because he keeps, in case he's not gay, but if he is gay, I just don't know what the fuck is going on, dude. Maybe I'm not. I don't trust it anyways. If I think you're gay, I don't trust you. I'm joking. I'm fully joking. The suicide was actually at a 17-year-old. The way Milady NP. Yeah, I've always been curious what's up with them. I see tons of PFPs on Fishtank Twitter, and a lot of them seem weird, but there seems to be next to no info online about the Milady stuff. God, I love schizo posts. Any good sources for more of this lore / places to look? Shady actually rules. Talk to her. She's the first person to confirm a bunch of stuff in how I found out Mary was Hadrian beloved sex slave on ADL. Most of this shit is just in obscure 6-hour streams or 4chan posts that you have that you just learn to recognize are from Shady or Claire TBH. Yo, Chad, what do you think about this shit? I don't know, man. At this point, most of the shit is just in obscure 6-hour streams. See, that's mine. That's what I do. It's like I'm reading about me. Or 4chan posts that you just learned to recognize are from Shady. What are 6-hour streams? But 4chan posts I do want to get into. But you'll never know it's me. I could be on there already. What point in that video is Sam supposed to be there? I watched it twice and couldn't see shit. Is Sam in this video you linked? I scanned the crowd, but I didn't see it. Drent said she would be leaving, according to Dan, leaving Ellie alone in NYC with Jet. Likes. Yikes. Alright, so that was very interesting. Let's see what else we can find, dudes. It'd be sick if any of you knew any fucking thing. Any way to... Yeah, dude, I don't give a fuck. I don't think that Jet's doing anything wrong. I'm not even gonna lie. He's probably not, like, being the most, I don't know, like, professional, I guess. He's probably not, presenting himself the best, but I don't think that he's doing anything that is, deserving of being chastised, necessarily. Like, I think maybe it's like, hey, dude, I guess if this is what you're doing, maybe we're gonna give other people opportunities that are gonna do a little more with it than just try to get their fucking dick wet. But also, I don't think that, like, he deserves to be, like, taken down for it. Is the hype around Milady justified? Milady build not working. Alright, dudes, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't have it in me to do very much more research. I've been on here for, how long now, dudes? Only 2 hours, but, my lady brought home beers tonight, and so I got a little carried away. Follow me, though, for real, dudes. Follow me on Twitter, or X, if you want to call it that, at Swagmaster Swasti. Follow me on Instagram at Gombrahskii. Follow me on fucking YouTube at Barely Thought Out Productions. Go over to the Patreons at Barely Thought. Go to the Patreon at BTO Productions. Go over. Somebody keep all this shit up. Head over. Do it up, dudes. I'm gonna be back in a second. I'm gonna play just a little bit of Fortnite, I think. I'm gonna play some fucking games.
I feel like saying nigga today. Oh yeah. I feel like saying nigga tonight.